Hello and welcome to my podcast. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in with me today. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are. I hope that you're having a really, really great week. And I really appreciate anyone who makes the time to tune in to my channel and support me. So I am going to be tackling a topic, well, not really tackling, just sharing some pretty straightforward and what I would call basic level of thinking to you in today's podcast. Because frankly, I'm really just here to say, on behalf of people, and these days particularly women, although I am not a woman myself, I was raised by an amazing woman, and I have had some amazing women in my life. What I'm here to say today is, quite frankly, I've just absolutely had enough. Enough of denying women and men their biological differences for the sake of men. Enough of this fucking craziness that is contaminating and corrupting basically Western society. And we are sick, tired, and fed up with all of this bullshit. Okay? I'm going to make this really clear for anyone out there that's confused. Nothing and no one out there can take away the unique and incredible experience of what it is to be a woman. Nothing. Okay? What we are seeing here is a breakdown of a consensus on reality. It is satanic. It is luciferic. It is coming under the guise of political correctness. And the people that are most vulnerable are being targeted. We are now seeing children being indoctrinated into this woke culture, which I'm going to get onto in a minute, where we're trying to give children the choice of what biological sex they are. A child that's anywhere from 3 to 4 to 5 thinks they're a fucking dinosaur. How the hell would a child know or even understand what biological sex is? Okay, they haven't even fully developed. It's so crazy. It's even crazy that I'm even making a podcast on this topic. But it's reached a point now as a man, as a grown adult, I'm not going to get to the end of my life and think to myself, why didn't I defend? Why didn't I stand up? Why didn't I speak truth? When I see words, these nonsense words that are erasing women and girls, erasing values and choices and their experiences, it's just off the charts insane. Okay? Fundamentally, we're seeing an attack on words. We're seeing an attack on vocabulary, which weakens people. It confuses people. And it is pure narcissism and psychopathy. When I hear words like pregnant people, or laboring person, or birth giver, or several other nonsensical terms that have popped up in the past 4 to 5 years, 6 years or so, pulled out of thin air, like we're supposed to bow down to this shit, fuck off, is my response. When I say fuck off, I'm saying that on behalf of all women and children. It's now so insane that it's like thinking that the term or even the word of the word woman is now meant to be some kind of dirty word. That is how far we are going down this path, where basic biology is being tossed out, basic grammar is being changed. Now, this isn't about Republican, this isn't about conservative, this is about truth. This is about reality. And I'm standing up for all of the amazing women out there that have to put up with this fuckery. It is disgusting. It is spiritually filthy. It is immoral. It is deplorable. And that is where we're getting to now. Some people might even be listening to me clutching their pearls and going, oh my God, this is so controversial. It's not controversial, it's common sense. And I have the urgency today to go out and just talk about it. If you had a lick of common sense, you would understand there is a difference between a man and a woman. Even telling you what a woman is insane. It's so insane. It's just pure gaslighting. We're in this space now where we've got this social movement that comes under the guise of empathy and compassion and desire to make a positive change. But the dark reality is, it is a backwards, inverted way of thinking. It is a political ideology that is flirting with authoritarianism. And it's wearing a mask of virtue. There is no virtue here. This whole woke culture is just a trend. It is not a genuine reflection of intelligence. It is not true. Sit with it in your heart. Feel it within yourself. Can't you see this? Can't you feel this? These people that come under the guise of consideration and passion, a lot of them are sadists, psychopaths, narcissists, and pedophiles. And they're all coming under this false concern, trying to blur the lines of male and female. Can't you see that? And the direction of society that we're going in is just absolutely off the charts. I already did my video on Luciferic consciousness, cognitive dissonance, where we can change something that we want it to be because we want it to be so. Well, I'm sorry, reality just doesn't work like that. Fucking around with reality, it snaps back very, very badly. This woke culture that's coming in under the guise of consciousness, it is nothing but indirect unconsciousness. It is virtue disguised as concern. It is immorality disguised as morality. It's coming under pro-health and anti-racism. It is not. This is a very primitive, stupid, unevolved way of being. And we see it pushed from a lot of these groups of people that are nothing more than wounded and traumatized, and they feel how unfair society or life is. So they are weaponizing their own suffering, weaponizing their own frustration, and twisting reality into a knife, into society. We must notice a lot of these people that are leaning towards political views that they're not aligned with. It is gaslighting, guys. This is gaslighting 101. Every time I see someone even mentioning their pronouns, or I see someone even saying they, them, or he, even saying him like he, him. Of course it's fucking he, him. How about you stop trying to control the narrative that you're projecting of your own sense of self and really ask yourself, are you being a good person? Are you leading with compassion? Why does someone else have to bow down to your fucking narcissism? This is gaslighting on a mass scale, and we're seeing a corrosion of society, especially on women. Even now, we've got men coming into women's spaces, men coming into women's toilets, men coming into women's sports. I make a stand in this video. Enough. No. Transgender is a thing. Yeah, it is. I've got a trans friends. I've got a few of them. I understand, but you need your own lane. You need your own fucking lane. That's where I'm coming from. Because this whole social justice nonsense that's coming in under this movement that is demanding conformity, they'll cancel you if you don't agree. But this just supports basically coming in under the guise of handing over your own free thinking and critical thinking for something else that is collectively so you don't get targeted. That's control. That is not tolerance. That is intolerance. These dogmatic ideologies are very, very black and white. There's no room, like it's just you've got to comply, or if you don't, you're a bigot, or you're da-da-da-da-da. They usually go straight for the insulting words because they can't fight logic. Your feelings don't change biology. Your feelings are not facts. It is just denying and suppressing that of what is real, and it is coming under a guise of care, but it is not. Truth is being hidden. And this is another fad. Whenever I see even the word cis man, what the fuck is cis man? When I see that on someone's profile, I just go straight for the block. I can't be fucked with that. Seriously, just fuck off. We see all of these companies that are trending and all jumping on board. They don't care about race. They don't care about minorities. They take on these marketing campaigns that are trying to take on these new ideologies so that they appear current. It is just a scam to make money. A flag, the pride flag, can become a t-shirt now. It's marketable. They're profiting from it. These people that run these companies are usually racist as hell. And they are disguising themselves as public support. A lot of these non-for-profit organizations, the people that run them are on top dollar. They're not helping communities. They're in it for themselves. Can't you see that? It's just painting someone else as a public enemy, shaming them. It's more marginalizing than ever before. It is more divisive than ever before. And it kills the ability for people to just express anything unless it confirms to someone else's narrative. That's not right of speech. That's not freedom of speech. People don't have to actually do anything physically or change. They just have to say that they're informed and say that they're demonstrating a solidarity against the current outgroups so that they can be part of the newest group. Classic narcissism 101. There's a sheeple mindset. Just follow what he did. Follow what he did, what she said. I said that I've talked about this in the gay community. A lot of these people, the problem here that we have is people just want to fit in. And hey, I understand. I was like that too when I was young. I came in, say for example, into a minority group. I came into the gay culture. I wanted to fit in, but I knew and I felt in my heart something is very wrong with these people. These people are not operating from a place of truth. They're not operating from a place of love and care. It took me right up until my 40s now just to figure, it took me a hot minute to figure it out. But once I get it, I get it. When you hand over your individualism for collectivism, you have just signed away your life to fit in with a group that could turn its back on you in a heartbeat. Look within yourself. That is where you find the direction, because your higher self can't lie to you, because your higher self is truth. Cancel culture, woke culture, and the trans movement is not truth. It is unbalanced as hell, and it is ushering in this cancel of free speech and control and conformative, and nullifies and eradicates anything that doesn't agree with it. That is totalitarian, if I ever did see it. Blocking out information, blocking out and censoring people if it doesn't, and silencing them if something that they express doesn't suit your narrative. Who the fuck are you? How narcissistic do you think you are, or are you? I guess you don't think that you're narcissistic, because I guess a narcissist doesn't really know that they are. Well, you are. Who the fuck are you to think you can silence someone else just because they don't agree with you? Get over it. It's just a hot flavor, this contradiction. It makes no sense. A lot of the ideologies of woke culture doesn't stand up because it collapses under the weight of its own obscurity and its own insane nonsense. This is total contradiction. I can't, if you're not getting where I'm coming from with this, and you can't see that this is not love. This is ego disguised as love. Then you're more lost than, there's no hope for you. People can just put up this performative projection and feel morally superior when they're referring to your pronouns, and feel morally cultural appropriated. It's righteousness. It is division. It is insane. As I mentioned, woke culture is just a byproduct of wounded individuals that have experienced unfairness in the world, and that's all it is. And it's never going to be anything more than that. And now what started out in universities across America has kind of become a cult. It has hijacked the gay culture, because that was another minority that was also disempowered, or is disempowered to some capacity, to try and gain momentum. I say no more. Any level of disempowerment or hurt that you're trying to overthrow on another person is not love. I've said my piece. This is my thoughts on woke culture. It just is what it is. And to all the amazing women out there, no one can have your experience or take that away from you. The word woman is not a dirty word. Women are beautiful. Everyone has their place. But we don't have to overthrow people on the table to get our place. It's not how it works. We don't get to override biology just because we feel something. That is an inversion against natural law, against obviously anything. And it can't last and it can't be prolonged because it's not real. Something that is not real cannot last, because love and truth is the highest frequency. Have a good week, and thank you for listening to this podcast. I encourage you to leave a comment below if you feel so inclined. Share this with your friends or anyone who might benefit from it. Also, you can DM me as well on Instagram. My new Instagram handle is _artist. Thank you for your time. Bye.